Happy Thursday, everybody. Where's my stream marker button? There we go. And today, we are working on... What area are we 100%ing? I have a random ass waypoint here. Let's see. I told myself I wasn't gonna backtrack. We're gonna finish areas first, and then we'll come back to these puzzle rooms and stuff. And the fortune. So, we are working on Old Gotham West. So, I guess we better get started. I already did get started. We're actually gonna continue. Is what I meant to say. Nikki, you did a hydrate. I forgot to do it because I was yapping, so I'm going to do it now. Thank you for the hydrate. For those of you currently in an ad break, you actually can't hear me, so I don't know why I'm talking to you. I'm going to say hi anyway. You know what? Yeah, because what if you're in the ad break and then you come and watch the VOD and then you feel ignored? I don't want you to feel ignored. Hi.
We're
hi,
here already?
Look at the sparks coming off of him. Look at that. Look at that. Wait. Woo. Nice.
Attention all officers. All Gotham West is in danger. Wait, the bad guys are fighting? No, why?
Did you get locked out?
Check it out. Over.
He got locked out. He wants to just get back to his stuffed bunny. That's so real. I feel that. I too want to get back to my stuffed.
Just the kind of tech I need.
I have a giant peep. Does that count as a stuffed bunny? It's a rabbit, isn't it? I don't know the textbook definition of a bunny and a rabbit. Like, I know visually what the difference is. But I don't know the textbook definition. How's the game?
I'll get some use out of this.
I've enjoyed it a lot. I think I have two major, not really complaints about the game, but with things I wish they had not done slash have added. I kind of wish that they hadn't delegated Robin. The way they did the story was you adopt Robin, you adopt Dick Grayson when he's, a child, and you integrate him into being Robin. Years pass, you get Batgirl, and he grows up and he becomes Nightwing. Then Robin's just kind of here as a playable character for, like, no reason. It's the exact same abilities as Nightwing. What I wish they would have done is just changed it so that this is Tim now. And given him his staff. And then given him his own set of abilities. Like, introduce him as, like, an after-credit scene type thing. Because if you didn't want to integrate him into the story, if you wanted to be kind of like a, oh, hey, look, now he's getting a new Robin, and then that's how you introduce him as Tim, I would have liked that a lot more than what they did with Dick as Robin. He was just kind of delegated. Like, the second you get Nightwing, that's it. Like, you have no reason to use Robin. That's why I put him in this penguin suit with his Nightwing colors. Because this is just baby Robin who's just dreaming to be something better, and he is just stuck in a time loop of being a child and being stuck in the menu screen. Never to be used or seen again. No, but, so that's one thing that, I kind of wish they did a little bit better on. But the game does have a lot of great features that's something that's just like... It sucks to say, oh, we can just get over it or forget about it because he's just kind of there. It's like he's not a problem or anything. It's not like it's a constant feature that won't go away or anything like that. So he's just kind of there. So it is what it is, And then the other thing that I was actually talking to my TikTok community about, and...
A piece of a wanted poster. Be on the lookout for more.
Okay. How do I... Oh, duh. Where's Jim Gordon? I also didn't know I was doing a wanted poster thing. I was actually going to the race that was below. Anywho. Oh, I was talking to my TikTok community about it. A randomizer for, whatchamacallit? For the costumes and colors in this game. Colors I didn't think of. My comment section was talking about adding colors to the randomizer. But to basically randomize these outfits, like have a random button every time you spawn or maybe not every time you die, but like every time you load the game, you're just in a different outfit, or every time you fast travel. You know, basically anytime there's a loading screen. That would have been really fun. But they, whatchamacallit, unfortunately,
Building, of course. That's what I need to do.
okay. Oh, I see what he means. Also, Jim Gordon has the best fudging weapon in this game. It's just this, like, essentially a Nerf gun. But it's not a Nerf gun. This shit can destroy anything. It's awesome. But yeah, definitely a randomized button for the outfits and the colors. They're adding a DLC in September, I think, is when the DLC comes out. So I think that if they do add anything new with the DLC, like a free update, I would like it to be the randomizer. If they're taking suggestions. I don't know if they are, but if they do, that would be cool. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is this thing? Well, why can't I grab you? Why? Collect. There we go. See, and this is like, oh, they tell you, oh, you need Robin for this. No, you don't. Switch to Nightwing. I mean, if you want to play as Robin, then yeah, I'll go for it. But see, he does the same thing. And he's got the birdarangs in blue, which is way cooler.
The last piece. Now we just have to return them to their rightful place.
I think I definitely had probably a couple more, like, minor gripes with the game. But they overall didn't really significantly impact me. I probably talked about it when I first beat the game, but it's also been like a week since I've played, so I might remember things as we go. But as of this moment, those are two things off the top of my head that I know for sure. Like,
Ha! We've got him now.
something I wish they would have changed slash.
They won't even see us coming.
Am I even in the right area for it? No, see, it's over here. Where's the... There we go. I'm doing a race.
I think I really outdid
Anyways,
myself
yeah,
on
I'll
this.
probably think of more things as we go, but that's what I got for right now. What? What? Did that just cost me precious time?
Look around.
One way to find out.
One of the zoo animals should be here.
Well, one of the zoo animals is gonna escape because I'm busy.
Feeling adventurous, huh?
I forgot I kept all the vehicles by for Pride Month. This fun fact, I like girls and guys. That's right, I get the best of both worlds, baby. I just like people. I don't know how many I have left. I have 5 left and like 15 seconds. I can do it.
I'm not gonna lie. Your driving concerns me.
Now that's a little something I like to call.
I feel like you should only be concerned if I get less than gold, Bruce.
You meant to leave, right? Well, the training's not going
Obsession,
anywhere.
it was
You
10
can
out of 10.
always go back.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Nice driving.
I went to the movies and saw the amazing Digital Circus. I have a review about that movie, but I'll talk about that tomorrow since the movie comes out on YouTube tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Not the movie.
My
It's
day just
an
got
episode.
better.
It's the last episode, and it comes out tomorrow on YouTube. So I'll give my review there, my full spoiler review then. And I stream at night too, so I'll just remind
I
people to
think
go
there's
check
a
it out.
lost zoo animal here.
But
Will we crown a victor tonight?
my
hope so.
spoiler-free review. What is a spoiler-free review I can give of the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9? I will say, I am satisfied with how it ended. However, I have a lot of questions that will unfortunately never be answered within the universe. Because I'm sure if we, like, really delve into it, we could ask, like, the creator. Or we could, like, go on and do speculations or fandoms and stuff like that. But I will, like, truly never get an answer within the world. And I'm a big, like, story type person. Oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is... I need to Batman. Ow! I just managed to electrocute myself. There we go. What? I did it. Ow. Fucker, move. What? It wants you to do it individually, I think? I'm so confused. I think it wants. Oh, it wants you to hit the not lit up ones. I mean, the lit up ones. Oh, it's a mini game. I just registered that. Chat, I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, I'm a big person on, like, storytelling and how stories go. Like, this game seems like kind of... The thing with this game is that it seems kind of unstructured in a sense of, like, how it jumps in between years of the game. Not in between, but, like, as it goes through the years of the game. And it seems like there's no overarching story to this game, but once you reach the end of the game, you realize that there was something going on all along, and there was a plot going on all along. Like, there's a minor plot in this game. Well, the game's been out for a while, so I'm okay with, like, talking about it. Minor spoiler up ahead. If you don't want spoilers for the story of this game, go ahead and mute me for the next, like, 30 seconds. So basically, there's this, like, plot about, you know, energy and, like, Bruce contributing his money to, like, helping Gotham more than just as Batman. And over the years, there's, like, little things he mentions until finally in the last chapter, like, all the little ideas he had are coming to life. Excuse me. And you don't realize that in my head, I'm thinking, when I was first playing through it, I was like, oh, this is just a passing thing, like him just talking about how he wants to be better for Gotham and how he wants to be, you know, Bruce Wayne, not just Batman, like how Bruce needs to help the city too. It's not just about, like, Batman and him using the fortune on Batman. And then, you know, the last chapter happens and you're like, oh shoot, like it was all connected. It wasn't just like a passing comment. It wasn't just something happening. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but that's kind of what I mean when I'm talking about, like, stories and stuff. I'm very, like, paying attention to the story when it comes to games. I do my best to, anyways, on a first playthrough.
At least until next time.
Obviously, I love replaying games for the chance to...
Man, life is great out on the West Coast. The weather's so much better than in Gotham City. Not that I've got anything against rain, of course. I mean, if you happen to be a dark, brooding avenger of the night, that would sort of fit your personality, I guess. Right?
Please stop talking. Anyways, I do my best to, like, pay attention to stories in my first playthrough and look for plot holes or things I don't like. I could go through every game I've ever streamed and tell you what I did and didn't like about the story. I'm not going to because I've streamed a lot of games, but I could tell you, like, off the top of my head with, like, this one. I thought the story kind of wasn't going anywhere. I thought it was just kind of like oh, hey, a big homage to Batman, but there actually was a story. And you kind of realize it at the end. You're like, oh my gosh, like, everything kind of comes together, which was really nice. And for me personally, unexpected, because that's not what I expected from this game, as I was going through it. It's like, I know I saw a trophy. It is still on the ground. And shoot, what was the other game I was talking about? I was literally just talking about a game before this. Whoa, it's the Court of Owls. That's crazy. Anywho. Oh, right. I wasn't talking about a game. I was talking about Amazing Digital Circuits. So, Right. Back to the Amazing Digital Circus. So, yeah, my non-spoiler review is there's just a lot of unanswered questions that we'll never see within the story itself because that's it, it's over. And me personally, from a storytelling perspective, I am satisfied with how it ended, but I don't like how many unanswered questions. It's totally fine to have unanswered questions, but I don't like the unanswered questions I have because I feel like they're very good and very important questions, and I don't like not having an answer to that. So that's kind of my non-spoiler review of the last episode of... You shut up, I'm trying to talk. Anyways, so that's kind of my non-spoiler
There's
review
our target.
of the last episode, but it's also not bad. I still enjoyed it for what it is.
All right. You caught me. Thanks. We'll take it from here.
Where did you come from? Hey! Oh, hi. Yeah. Talking about, like, games that I enjoyed the story. Nikki, thank you for the hydrate. My first thought when it comes to a game that I really enjoyed, but the story fucked it over for me, was Gotham Knights. And I was actually just watching a video about this game. It was like a guy who did a review a year later. Excuse me. And it, whatchamacallit, it just reminded me about how I personally felt about the game. And that being the ending, I won't go into too much details about how the game ends, but I will go into detail to talk about, like, what the characters do at the end of the game. Basically, the whole plot of Gotham Knights is that the 4 Bat Kids,
You know, we ought to do this more often.
Dick, Barbara, Jason, and Tim
Who left this here?
are all taking up the mantle of Gotham's Knights. Get it, Gotham Knight. Anyways, and they're gonna protect the city while Batman's dead. That's not a spoiler. They literally advertise it that, hey, you're Gotham's protectors now, Bruce is gone. Right? My problem is that the game ends and it does not reflect that. It is a single and multiplayer game. You can play by yourself or you can play with other people. The problem is that the final cutscene of the game is not... You would expect it to be the 4 members of the Bat family together in the final cutscene. You know, talking about truth and justice and how they're the protector. They are Gotham's Knights. Like, they're here... that nobody can stop them. Like, they're the Bat family, and they're gonna do everything they can to honor Bruce's legacy and be, you know, for Nightwing being the symbol of hope, you know, because he's about, you know, that's kind of his whole thing right now. Actually, no, that's kind of been his thing. He kind of takes a lot of inspiration from Superman of like, being hopeful, you know? He wants to be the brighter side of Batman. But, you know, Jason being the one to do things that Batman won't, but, like, on the darker side of it, like, not siding with criminals, but, like, getting into criminal organizations. Yes, we know that Batman's done that, but you know what I mean. Tim being the strategic one and Barbara being, like, the technological one. Like, each of them have their own things, and all of them can come together and be, like, the best team and the best defenders for Gotham. Do you want to know how the game ends? There's a cutscene, and the game ends with whoever you're playing with, because you can switch characters at any time you're in the Belfry Tower. Whoever you beat the game as just gives a monologue looking over Gotham City, and then that's it. They, like, transition you being like, oh, you can do open world side quest stuff now, blah blah blah, go get your collectibles, blah 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 blah, new game plus, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Like, that, I hate that, like, they spent the entire game building up this, like, we're a family, we have each other's backs, we're in this together type shit. And in the cutscenes, they were like that. I totally understood that when you're in the open world and you're doing cutscenes of, like, the main story, they're not all there, right? If you're doing multiplayer, I think you see your friends in the cutscenes or whatever. But for single player, I totally understand. And the Belfry is where you really see, like, the relationship between the 4 characters shine, because that's where they all are. But that was a shit ending for the game. I hated that.
I repeat, this is a kerfuffle.
No, kerfuffle, what the heck. Anywho, so I really hated that ending. I was like, there's no way you spent the entire game fucking preaching about... switch to back row. about teamwork and family and all this stuff, and then you don't follow through. So, yeah, that's the first game that comes to mind for me when I talk about games that I really enjoyed, but the story pissed me the fuck off.
Ooh, now we're getting
Because
somewhere.
how do you do that for the whole game? How do you flex family? They literally did like Fast and Furious, like family always type shit, and then just didn't.
Guess who has
It's
new items? Me.
so yeah, that's the first example that comes to mind. Ooh, I'm in a bitchy mood. What other games can I bitch about that I hate? Zatanna. Hi, Zatanna. Who was it? Stephanie Brown. Shout out Stephanie Brown, who met Zatanna and said, and I quote, "Wow, you're hot." I agree. Hi, boys. Why am I moving really slowly? Is Batgirl just that slow? I don't know why her combat feels weird. It's the tutu, obviously.
Okay, this is good.
The reason I'm opening the map is because I can use my scanner, but the problem is since this area is so small, I'm gonna end up doing things in the cauldron, which I was doing last stream. So I'm just opening my map every time. Because I want to complete it by section.
Head to Old Gotham South ASAP. Bad guys turning the town to total trash. Over.
Who am I still? 14 and 15. I'm still missing upgrades for people. I know I maxed out Batman and I think Jim. So, in case anybody was wondering. I'm trying to think of what other games. I would have to look through my Steam library. I'm not sure what other games off the top of my head that I had issues with the story. Because there are games that I had issues with the gameplay itself and not the story. Atlas, what the fuck even is the story for Atlas? You just gotta fudging... The people who made Ark Survival made this game called Atlas, and it's basically a pirate game. It's, Sea of Thieves, but, you know, made by Atlas. I mean, made by, same people who did Ark Survival, and it's like, oh, it's the same art style, similar mechanics, but for some reason, there's, like, no tutorial, no good explanations. I remember, like, a thing popping up, and it disappeared before I finished reading it, so then I looked in the settings to find, like, a tutorial for it, and I did, but it wasn't clear enough, and I remember just struggling so much. I wonder now, years later, if I would... Oh, I understand now. I wonder now if years later, if maybe was just stupid back then, and maybe I just need to do better now. Oh, I need to push this. Maybe we can, quote, say it's a skill issue, but I don't know. I just didn't understand why it was so just unclear. I did like a 2-hour stream trying to get things done, and I made 2 videos out of the game, out of like 2-hour streams. Like, that was really all I could do. I normally try it with games like that don't have like a definitive end to them, or, you know, the survival games. I do a couple videos on it just to show off funny moments, the main like aspects of it.
This is dispatch. Trouble in Cauldron South.
Wait, I still haven't opened
Appears
this?
to be mugging. Oh, that's not good. Over.
Oh, that's not good. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I try to show off like main mechanics, important like features, things that I found important in the game, whatever, stuff like that. And I'll make a couple videos on it, and then that's it. I'll move on to another game. Ow, what did I think would happen? Waiting for Riddler to start talking shit.
I hope you didn't struggle too much.
You know, it wasn't too much. You're right. It was like a little bit. But that's just because I didn't realize I had to pull a letter. But that was me with Atlas. And then for Astergo Curse of the Stars, I actually recently had talked to someone in my chat about this game. Because I was surprised to find... Because I played the game years ago, and to see, one, that somebody had watched my videos on that game. Thank you again. Shout out to that person. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name right now. But to find out somebody had, like, watched my videos, enjoyed my videos, and then also enjoyed the game. I was like, you had me until you said you enjoyed the game. Because for me, I find those videos entertaining solely for the fact of I think it's funny to watch me fucking bitch and moan about the game. Yeah. Is that the last one? No, there's one more. Also, why? Oh, never mind. I just couldn't break it from the other side for some reason. For me, that game was just so all over the place for me. I was kind of struggling constantly of, like, what to do, where to go. I found the boss fights, like, challenging. It was my first, like... I don't know if you would consider that a Souls-like game, but it was my first game that I ever played in that type of style. And... I don't know. I just struggled with that game a lot, and I don't really have...
I knew you'd take a shot to these challenges.
...proper words for it right now to not distract me from what I'm doing. Because I'm gonna be so for real, guys. If you see me, like, pausing or stopping what I'm doing to, like, talk, it's because I can't, like... If I need to think about something and think about, like, my reasoning or a proper explanation without saying every 5 seconds, I need to, like, pause the game and do that. I can't, like... Alright, so we're gonna restart. I can't, like, do the race and yap at the same time. Oh my gosh, Mio. Hi, Mio. How's work? I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. Yeah. It's one of those of, like, if I already have the thoughts, I'm good and I can keep talking. So I either need to go quiet, think of my thoughts, and then tell you guys, or pause the game and give you my immediate thoughts. But there's never a win for me. Like, I will either yap or not yap. Also, I messed that up.
Let's see here. I think this one will do.
Oof. Why did they got you on overtime if you're gonna be by yourself? I mean, technically that makes sense, but also it doesn't. Because it feels like they're just forcing you to do more work when nobody else is there. Like, I know how it works, but I'm just wanting to bitch for you. Not for you, with you. Wait, no, we're good. Stop it, you dumbass acrobatics. Chat, we're gonna just keep going. Don't miss it this time. Okay.
Ready to push a few
I was
limits.
close too.
Initializing AR field.
My coworker had to go home early for some reason. I just hate having us here on Thursdays because that's why we're here doesn't drop till tomorrow.
Never a bad time.
Sorry, I can't read chat and do this at the same time, I've learned. Well, yeah, that really fucking blows. On the bright side, there's bomb-ass elote waiting for you when you get home. That shit came out perfect. I'm so happy with it. I'm gonna get hit by a train. No, I didn't, because I'm fucking cool. Oh my god, stop. This is why I play as Batman when we're doing these freaking races. Yeah.
Huh.
3 seconds.
Blew all my predictions out of the water. Nicely done.
True. More money is nice. We can't deny that. Now I gotta go all the way to the other side of the fudging area.
Attention all officers. Situation in Old Gotham North.
I have the urge now to open my Steam library and just look for games I really didn't
I
like.
can't do that. Over.
I mean, technically it's not games I really didn't like. Is his spiral gear just randomly making that fucking noise? 'Cause I have no idea what that noise is. Anyway, the Assassin's Creed Chronicles games, I didn't hate them. I'm editing the videos right now, and I actually did find a lot of the mechanics and features and stuff that they did in the game, like the whistling, how the whistling worked, was pretty interesting. And the stories were just kind of generic Assassin's Creed stories.
No other.
Okay. It was just kind of generic Assassin's Creed stories. Like, they weren't anything special. Russia kind of was the most special, technically. Talia!
Come
Anywho,
in, anyone on patrol. Help requested in Cauldron
so,
South. Looks like a thief trying to take
Well,
something
I
that
was
isn't
not
theirs.
ranting about
Over.
Assassin's Creed, actually. I was ranting... What was I talking about first? I was talking about the Digital Circus episode. And then I was talking about this game and what I like about the story. And then I was talking about... I don't know why I didn't just push the other box. Why it had to be this one. Anywho. And then I was talking about why I don't like the story ending of Gotham Knights. Now I'm trying to think about games that I really didn't enjoy. The Chronicles trilogy was just kind of difficult to... Russia, I think, was the most difficult to
That was a performance to remember.
finish. The first game was difficult to finish because I was, 1, overthinking it a lot, and 2, whatchamacallit. I was also... What was the other thing I was doing? Oh, I just kept going for gold and for perfection. And then I got better by India, and I just kind of moved on after that. And then Russia was harder because there were just so many different mechanics that they had introduced. And I encountered a lot of bugs and issues with Russia. So I didn't really, like, dislike those games because of, like, their story. They were more just kind of frustrating. But those, like, side-scroll type ones always are for me, because even Arkham Origins Blackgate I was kind of struggling with a little bit. TBH. I do remember that. We're at 88%. I'm missing 2 Riddler things, 2 Clue Master things, and 2 Heist things. I really don't like that the way these work is that they just spawn in afterwards. Like, oh, you did it over here? Okay, now we're gonna unlock the one over here. Like, it's essentially a linear order. You have to do it in the order they want you to. Like, complete this, and then you can unlock this one. It's like, I don't like that. Because then that's technically not open world side quests. Which, it's fine because it's not for all of them. But it's annoying because I'm paranoid thinking my game is glitched or something. And it's like, oh no, you just unlock it later. And I'm like, what the fudge is the point of that? And that's not a gripe against this game specifically. I mean, yes, this game is doing it. But there are other games that have done that as well. What is another game that I recently played that did that and it annoyed the hell out of me? Shoot. Oh, dang it. I can't remember which game it was. I think it was one of the Assassin's Creed games. One of the open world ones. But regardless, I don't like that. I don't think a game should do that of... You do everything. You see, I activate this tower and I reveal everything on the map. And then it's like, actually, you gotta go back and do this puzzle room. And get... The puzzle rooms I will give a pass because you get the puzzle. The more puzzles you unlock, or the more puzzles you collect, you get more of the puzzle room. Okay, fine. That one gets a pass. What doesn't get a pass is the fucking Falcone fortune rooms. Because how is it that the more of these I open, the more I find and the more I unlock? It's like I already got all the ones over here, but apparently I'm still missing a room. I already got everything over here. Oh, actually, you're still missing this one. This one popped up. It wasn't there before. You know, so that's what I don't like. That's dumb. But anywho, I finished Old Gotham West. Now we're in the Cauldron South, and then there's also the Cauldron North. But we're gonna do the South area first,
Units, head to Cauldron
which
South
I had
to
already
sweep.
started doing some things from
Seems
here.
like some bad guys are fighting other bad guys. Over.
He didn't call it her Kerfunkle this time. Mio, thank you for that hydrate. I'm drinking out of my water bottle to make sure I stay hydrated all night. I have a really bad habit of just... I'll drink water all day when I'm at work. I'm gonna refill my water bottle like twice a day while I'm at work. No, I'll fill it up and then refill it once. So I'll, you know, drink it twice, whatever. But then when I get home, I'll like drink water when I eat dinner and then not touch water for the rest of the night. And then I wake up really dehydrated and I'm like, why am I so dehydrated? It's like, oh, maybe because you haven't drank any water in like 12 hours. So, yeah, we're gonna do better with that. So I'm keeping a water bottle at my desk. I fill it up before I stream / go play games with my friends. And then once it gets empty, you know, it'll take a while to get empty because it's a water bottle versus a cup of water. Because the thing with the cup of water is that I feel like I'm getting up all the time to refill it. So I know, Alfred. Thank you. Alfred is the only person I'll ever yell at. I'll yell at everyone but Alfred. Oh, I need the Batmobile. Shoot. The Batmo truck, actually.
I can drive, you know.
Over my dead body. Anywho. Yeah.
Come in, anyone on patrol. Help requested in Cauldron South. Citizen is swerving through traffic. Someone's gotta stop him. Over.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Anywho. Oh, right, the water thing. So yeah,
Wait, did I forget anything?
I'm gonna say goodbye. Rude.
Oh, I need a lever. Oh, there's the lever. That was easy. Why can't I grab this? That's the lever I need. And it won't let me grab it. Do I need someone else to grab it, maybe? Okay, Batman's just not allowed to pick up levers. Yeah, so I'm hoping the water bottle, like, gives me an incentive of, like, it runs out, and I'm like, okay, it's empty. You know, it's not like I refilled it 20 minutes ago. No, I refilled it an hour ago. Okay, I'm gonna go refill it. That's how I'm hoping my brain will take it, so I actually go and drink water. Knowing me, I will drink the whole water bottle and be like, well, that's enough water for one night, and then just not drink the rest. Like, not go refill it and keep drinking water. Just, like, no matter how late I'll stay up. Because it's like, if I stay up late, or if I go to bed, unlock the show. If I go to bed on time, like, if it was a normal weekday, then I'd be fine with, like, just drinking my water bottle throughout the night, and then that's it. Because it's a couple hours, right? It's my 2-hour stream plus my, hour-and-a-half hangout afterwards. I'm like, okay, I drink a whole water bottle in that time. That's about as much water as I drink at work. Okay, whatever. You know, during the first half of my shift. But if I'm gonna stay up late, like I am tonight, because I don't have work tomorrow, then I should probably freaking refill the water bottle.
Come in, anyone on patrol. Help
Yeah, but
requested
Mio,
in
you
Cauldron South.
choose not to drink
Used
water.
to be,
I
mugging.
think my car's supposed to go here. I just forget.
That was definitely an experience.
Oh, wait, that's
I'll
something
take
I hate
shotgun.
about this game. Hold on, fucking switch for a second.
See you later.
I totally understand the whole thing in this game of like, hey, it's Lego Batman, it's the legacy of Batman, you are Batman. Totally understand that. What I don't like are these two features. One, you cannot not have Batman on screen. If you want to play as Batgirl and Nightwing, go replay the last chapter because that's the only time that you cannot play as Batman. Because he is obviously in every portion of the game. That's fine. But once I've beaten the game, I would like the ability to switch out player 1 to be Nightwing so that it's Nightwing and Batgirl. Or Nightwing and Jim. Sorry, that's Batman. Nightwing and Jim Gordon. Or maybe Jim Gordon and Catwoman. Seeing that you have like such an opportunity to have these characters like interact with each other because they don't interact in the game much, you know? You have a chance to give them like voice lines and, you know, you could even just leave in the voice lines about their driving and stuff. But I really dislike that we can't get rid of Batman. That he is like quintessential. Like if you don't have him, that's it. You're like not playing the fucking game. And it's like, it's not that deep. That's something I love about LEGO games. I do miss not having a roster of 100-something characters to look at or to like go find or buy or unlock, whatever. And I understand that like putting in the time and effort to create all of those characters, and then you'll have people make custom characters, or they'll only play with their favorite characters, or they'll only use these characters because they have these skills, and it's like, oh, what do you need these characters for? I understand that argument of it. That's fine. So having a smaller roster that everybody gets their own individual abilities, they get their own, everybody gets voice lines, you know, nothing's like really reused or anything like that, like, excuse me. I understand that. What I don't understand is not giving us the ability to switch out Batman. I understand it's his game, but you already have a small enough roster as it is. And for me, I am playing single player. So I just switch off to Gordon and go about my day. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I can't get rid of Batman, no role-playing lore drops for me. It is what it is. If I was playing 2 players right now, and me as player 1, because I'm always player 1 unless I'm playing with my brother, but when I'm playing my sister, I'm player 1, because she's the little sister, I'm going to want to play as the interchangeable person. I'm going to want to play as player 2 so that I could switch out the fucking characters, because I wouldn't want to be Batman all the time. Because, yeah, in the game itself, like in the levels, everything's pretty split between player 1 and player 2. You're chilling. But in this open world, the other characters do more than Batman does. So, like, I don't want to be stuck as Batman all the time. I'll feel like I'm just running around following the other person and being like, oh, wait, you gotta do this, or, oh, no, you gotta do this. Oh, hey, I need you over here. Like, there are plenty of things that you could do with, like, just Batman. You don't need the other half of the roster, the other part of the roster. But just the fact of he's just always there is, narratively speaking, fine. Gameplay-wise and experience-wise, not fine. And that's my opinion, and if you feel otherwise, totally understandable. I just don't like this forced lock of you have to have Batman. You can have your 2 characters, but one of them always has to be Batman. And that's what you get for keeping a banana in your pocket. And not a real gun. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho. So that's, there's another gripe I have with the game. I kind of understand the whole thing of like another character. I remember being pissed about it at first. See this? Vehicle passenger. If the vehicle is owned by someone else, you can only be a passenger. I'm like, okay, fine. What are the chances Batman would let anyone drive the Batmobile anyways, unless he's like dead or dying?
Nearly out of first gear.
Totally understandable. What I don't like though is the fact that like you can't be anyone else. You have to be Batman. Oh hey, I was right. So that's kind of my...
Excellent work.
That's my biggest, like, personal gripe with the game. Because I will say... Okay, so that's just cool. Sometimes you just have one on this check. I will say that the Robin thing, I didn't even notice or think about it until I saw somebody else post it. So that one's not like an original complaint I have. And the suit changing thing I did, I didn't see anywhere else. I just remember telling chat to like pick a number and then wishing like I could just randomize it. Because then I would just have you guys pick a color instead. But this is definitely like, that's more of like something I want. This is something that it's like,
For a
what the
brain
heck?
teaser like no other.
Okay, so it wants us to put a certain amount of weight on here. 200 is squared off, so I'm gonna assume it wants 200 exactly. Yeah, that's my, I think that is my biggest gripe with the game. And it's like, yeah, I have an incentive now to play or to try to do as much as I can with Batman before I need to switch characters because he's the character that we're here for. But I don't know. I don't enjoy how they treated that. Go down. Oh my god. It is slightly over 200. It is on 200. It is under 200 now. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Batman just weighs two. Wait, how much does Batman weigh? Hold on. 75, 90, like what is it? What, pounds? Ounces? Fucking feathers? Like what is this? And why does Batman break it? Why does Batman break the scale? Batman, how much do you weigh? Why do you weigh over 340 pounds? It's not, there's no way it's pounds. Guys. It's not, it can't be pounds, right? Like, there's no way Batman weighs over 340 pounds. Actually, looking at the lines, it's probably 360. There's no way he weighs 360 pounds. Someone tell me what these numbers mean. I need to know. Why does Batman break the scale? Does Jim break the scale? Jim does break the scale too. Alright, anywho. Clearly stepping on it isn't gonna be what we're looking for, so we're just gonna go back to mathing this out.
How's your schedule today?
Same old, same old.
I'm just grabbing all the weights and then just doing the math. Alright, so let's see, how over are we? We're like 60 over, so take off the 75. No, duh, too much. This 30 is gonna be too much, too little. I could do 30 and 15. And then... Actually, I could leave... Is there another... No, I filled up all the spots. But just out of curiosity, is there another weight? Yes, there is. There's another 15. Take off the 51. I don't like when it does this. I didn't mean to switch them. Oh, wait a minute. Ugh.
My book's gonna get.
Congratulations on being smarter than
Here's the
most.
thing I kept hearing. I kept hearing a stupid diddy of the Wayne cache. Is there not one nearby? Yeah, there is. I also get, like, wanting to put so much time and effort into Batman. Like, he's got 40 suits, he's got all the colors. I mean, they all have the color. Yeah, I got a silver. Like, he's got all the suits, and then they have the colors for the suits, and the colors have different interactions with the suit, like you can see with this one. See, there's little sparks coming off of him and stuff. So, they definitely did a lot of details, and just look at him, you know? And this is just with the sonar suit. So again, I understand it. It is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. You are not going to ambush anybody. Come here. Problem solved. And he does that, you know? So, I do get it, and I understand. I just don't like... I don't like being locked into something, personally. I don't like it with a game or a franchise that is, like, known for not doing that. Lego is known for, like, your being able to play as other characters. They're known for having these big rosters. I haven't played new Lego games in a minute, right? Because they had the last one of, I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn yet because I was gonna stream it when I played it for the first time. Not Horizon Zero Dawn, but the Horizon Lego game. I don't know if it's called Zero Dawn. But, where'd the build thing go? Oh, there we go. I believe Lego Marvel I don't remember Superheroes 2 or if... No, wrong character. Or if DC Supervillains came out first. But regardless, whichever game came out later was the most recent Lego game I had played.
You sure find some interesting
So
stuff in
going
this line
from
of work.
that to this, because the ones I've been playing in between are older, it's just kind of like been a little bit of a whiplash, essentially. Because it's a totally different style, and I was so ready to, yay, that's adapt to it and learn, you know, but that's just, you know, and take in this new, like, if this is what they're gonna do with Lego games from now on, okay, I'm down, like, I'm happy with this. Oh, nice. I didn't even register those Mad Hatter's hats until right now. Like, I am down. What I'm trying to say is I am down to adapt to this change. Like, if this is what they're going for, I'm ready.
I hope your brain won't overheat with this little
Again,
puzzle.
what I just don't like the being locked. As Batman, personally, I would like the ability to change out Batman for someone else. So, like, what, for the Joker and Harley DLC, right, they're adding, Joker and Harley Quinn to the game, and they're getting their own, like, levels and everything. So I'm interpreting that as you can only play as Joker and Harley in that section. Okay. What's gonna happen then when they, like, when we move on to the open world? Are they gonna be playable in the open world?
There's at least one
Are you gonna
person
play
in
as
Gotham
Joker
who
and
can keep
Batman
up
in
with
the
my
open world?
intellect?
Instead of
You'll
Joker
fail
and Harley?
here. Obviously. But until then,
Maybe
I'll
Harley
enjoy
and
our
Batman in
little
the open
competition.
world? Like, not saying that that's a bad thing or anything, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm bitching about nothing. Which in that case, you know, it's just another girl's opinion on the internet. But that's just it for me. I'm down to support. I love Lego games. I'll never not love Lego games. I genuinely believe there's no such thing as a bad Lego game. They really just nail it for me every time. And if this is the direction they're gonna go for in future Lego games, and if this is the direction they go for in future Lego games, I'm down. I will still be here. I will still be playing them. This is just something that's like, I can't get past it. I'm like, why did you do that? You know what? I gotta
this
figure it out.
used to be a wanted poster. Maybe we can fix that.
I should look into that. And be like, what is the creative decision behind it?
Where did my key go?
'Cause maybe
Once
if I
again,
get like
I've
a
managed to land on my feet.
Interesting fighting style.
answer, maybe their answer will like make sense to me.
I knew I should have paid attention in lock-picking class.
Lockpicking, you say?
Hero! If you can
I've been
help me
harping
get into
on this,
my
so we can move on
office,
to
there's a
another
rather
topic, but-
fancy piece of paper in there you can have.
Why is a wanted poster that fancy? Anywho, I'm gonna move on from this just so we talk about other things and I'm not bitching about the same thing for the next 2 hours. Oh, the next hour. I've been streaming for an hour already? Oh, shit. Well, anywho, yeah. That's what I got. But, you know what? I'm gonna look into that, because maybe there's a legit reason why they wanted to do it. Because if it's just for the whole thing, if the reasoning, this is what I'll end it with, if the reasoning you are locked as Batman and can't switch him out for anybody else is just, oh, because it's Lego Batman and because we want you to always have Batman on screen, I don't like that reasoning and I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? Lego Batman 1, Lego Batman 2, Lego Batman 3, Lego DC Supervillains is not a Lego Batman title. But guess what? We got 3 fucking Lego Batman games. Guess what? In Lego Batman 1, the second half of the game you play as everyone in his fucking rogues gallery. I'm sorry, I'm cursing a lot for, but I try not to curse when I play Lego games. I'm just very passionate right now. So, that's not a good reason. And again, Legacy of the Dark Knight. This game is just one big homage to Batman. Again, I get it. But you didn't do that in the past. You're doing it now, and it's not for the reason, to me personally, does not justify it. It's not a good enough reason for me. And that's, again, that's just my opinion. Mio, thank you for redeeming Breathe and Hydrate. I'm gonna do both of those things now and shut up.
It's not money, by the way. This paper is far more valuable. Potentially.
Catwoman did not like that. Canonically, she would have taken just money instead. Also, Dottie was licking my hand while I was doing that little rant, so I think she's telling me to calm the heck down. Oh, I just whipped Batman. I probably meant to do that. I'm sorry, what am I doing? She wants me to get into her house, or whatever. Is there a way to get in here? Hold on, let me talk for you.
Hero!
If you help me get into my office, that is all she said. It's not her house. I would hope this isn't her house, actually. I would feel bad. Why are you living at the docks? Like, I see the collectible in there, and I can also see this window. I see no other way into this besides this window and the door. Works. Can't die if you've never touched the water. Oh, she died. I just thought of another thing. It's not really a gripe. It's not a real, like, gripe, but it's just something I noticed. Except for Catwoman, actually. Everyone has a long-distance weapon so that they can still do long-distance. What the hell did I just do? Okay. So they can still have, like, long range. They gave everybody a secondary ability that was unique, but everyone except for Catwoman has a throwable object, or in Jim and Talia's case, a shootable object. So Jim and Talia are kind of different, especially because hers is the sleep dart. Like, each item does do something different, except for the batarangs versus the birdarangs. Like, the only difference is that, like, you can upgrade Batman to throw 3 of them. Nightwing just automatically throws 3, and he also has the electricity with them. Okay, cool. So, I guess, I don't know. They gave uniqueness to each character, but also made sure that you could use any of them for generic puzzle solving that requires long range. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how I feel about it, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to feel that their primary weapons are all essentially the same thing with a different font, if that makes sense. When it came to, like, the gliding of, like, everybody having their own glider, I was okay with it, because it just made it so that everybody could be equally traversal. And everybody has, like, their own unique animations. So I was like, okay, that's so, like, nobody gets left behind when it comes to being able to navigate the city. Okay. I could kind of accept, I liked that reasoning for it. I didn't really necessarily see the reason for Batgirl to have a batarang. Sorry, no, let me rephrase. I didn't see the reason for Jim has 2 long-range weapons, I just realized. Actually. No, you know what? Actually, I take it back. It's not a bad thing. Because it makes sense. Batman, batarang. Robin, of course, has his batarangs. Batgirl would have a batarang too. Hers are hacking batarangs. And then Jim has a gun, which Batman gives him the dart gun that he has. I don't remember how he gets the glue gun, but he has that already. So, I actually take it back. It's not a bad thing, but it is just something I noticed, that everyone has a long-range weapon that's just kind of skinned to do something different, but is essentially the same thing. Okay, you're doing great, Catwoman, and now that thing's gonna open and I'm gonna have to... Never mind. Do any of my tangents make sense? I don't know. Do I go on them anyways? Yeah, I like yapping. It's fun. I am tempted, though, to go through my Steam library and just see games that I hate so I could just passionately talk about why they suck. But I would still need to take the time and actually think about it. There's some that I could, like, off the top of my head, rage about it and be like, are you kidding me? Didn't I scan this, like, 3 times and not see this? Maybe I didn't. I was just too busy yapping. You know what? You see, this is the flaw. I either yap or I play the game. Apparently I can't do both. What kind of streamer am I?
This is the final piece. Now to complete the puzzle.
You were fine with the hole in your wall, right?
Hey! Oh, the key was in my other pocket. Now, would you look at...
No, I'm skipping over your dialogue because you asked for this hole in the wall. You have no other way to get in here, but the thing was in your packet. And because you didn't check your other pocket, you now have a hole in your wall. And I'm Batman, so I don't care. He would care, and he'd probably pay for the damages. Except, you know what? That's on her. Boom.
Suspect identified.
What he said.
All right, let's bring them in.
Is today the day you'll fail one of my tests?
Chat, do we just brute force it? No, we'll look for Koopas. Technically, though, I only need to find Koopas and we can brute force the rest of it. Gotham, oh, question mark, whatever that thing is. Now, let's see what all these are. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. That's one. What am I? X-ring? Oh. Oh, okay. I know what the first one is then. Now we gotta find hints. Oh, God, he wants to get down. That's a question mark. And this one's also a question mark. Hold on. Gotham. Can we see the Gotham sign from here? Oh. I don't think it matters. Yeah. Are all the hints just on the walls? I instantly forgot what I saw. It was the default one I had. Dang it. You have to wait for the button to come back. Every time. Alright. My guess it's a question mark. Dang it. Alright, we're brute forcing it. Nah, I doubt it'll be three. Like, two of them will be the same. Who needs to solve Riddler's riddles when you can just tell Riddler to shut up?
Did you enjoy
Shut up, Riddler.
my little test of wit?
Am I still in the... Ooh, I'm very close to accidentally leaving the culture.
Will this brave individual solve today's challenge?
Building. That seems like a good idea.
Uh-huh. I'm missing something to break. I found something to break. Nice.
Yeah!
That one was fun.
That was a performance to remember.
Pretty lights and colors. Destroy! Nope, can't. It's still technically here, so we're just gonna grab that. Nikki, thank you for the hydrate. Should stop putting the top out, like twisting the top on my Wi-Fi. I should just put it. Actually, I'm gonna check a message really quickly. Oh, what? Oh, I can spin this. Or not. Anyway.
If you want to travel around faster, you can open up that nearby wind tunnel.
No, it counted as a compliment, actually. Got hamburger. Got goth hamburger. Goth hamburger. Goth hamburger. I know I can aim. There it is. Dang it, I meant to punch him. I can't. Ooh, no, let me. It's not letting me do a thingy on him. Well, now it is, but it's a little late. I've already beat him up. I appreciate that Batman just took care of the other guys, because I think I fought maybe like 2 people. There you go, that's what Batman's good for. Oh, Riddler!
Warning all units. Backup requested in Cauldron North. Reports of an attempted break-in. Or somebody
Red
lost the
Bell
keys. Over. Ready to put your mind to the test again?
Do again? God, you have no... Floors 4, 6, 8. Okay, hold on. God damn, this guy's got no fucking creativity. Riddler's got as much creativity as my left pinky toe, dude. If for context, my left pinky toe ain't got no creativity. She barely got a toenail. I cut that shit down. I ain't dealing with that. Alright, let's see. What's on 4? I'm gonna do this. I don't even, like, need to break all of this stuff. It's just so satisfying to do it with Jim. Alright. Number 1 is squiggly... whatever that is. There we go. 2 is square. Okay, 8 was the last one. I wasn't sure if it was 2, 4, 6 or 4, 6, 8. But yeah. No, this is 7. And the last one is the line. Okay. Well, bam.
Did that tickle your brain?
No, it did not tickle my penis. What the heck, Riddler? You can't just say things like that. I interrupted him, so that's obviously what he was going to say.
and gentlemen, let's welcome today's contestant.
Heh. Am I doing this in a specific order? I guess I'll take that as a yes. Oh, you're matching them. It's a matching game. Oh, okay. I just got that. Sorry. Yeah. I get it. It took me way too long to realize. I was like, the symbols are different in each one. And it's like, well, not each of them. Just half of them. Thank you. Remember, guys, my favorite little quote. I'm slow, I'm not stupid. I'll figure shit out. Just give me some time. No, Dottie, you need to get done. You gotta. It's 10 o'clock, and I know you haven't finished eating your dinner.
Will we crown a victor tonight? I hope so.
Found another one of Ivy's plans.
Get popped, bitch. I'm sorry, that was rude. Oops. Oh wait, this brings it back down. I need Batman anyways, so... Why can't I move this? Oh, okay. See, like, this puzzle is good. I needed Batman for the grapple, and then I needed Batman for the explosive. I said I was gonna let it go, and I'm not letting it go. I gotta chill out. I need to talk about- I need- what should I talk about? You guys seen Poison Ivy in the Arkham games? I don't know, I saw the spores and it just reminded me. She's so pretty. I love women. I don't like women who create plants that hurt me. But she's an exception. Guys, I have an idea. I've been in a Life is Strange.
Let's trim that plant down to size.
I've been in a Life is Strange mood lately. I had started replaying the first game with like one of my friends making all the choices for me, but he left like while I was playing.
Hey, it's your boy, Kite Man.
Hi, Kite Man.
Great job taking out those plants on the outside. That's
Oh, right, I forgot about.
what it's called here, the outside. Very cool, I know.
I forgot that he was behind that. Anyway.
Anyway, I'm legit turning over a new leaf in here, so take this as a symbol of my new beginning. TTYL. Let's talk to you later.
I love Kaine. Anywho. So, shoot, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Wait. Oh. Well, hold on. This thing needs power first before I even think about doing that. I need something with power. Ah, I see. Charge that. I was talking about Pretty Women. I know that. I know I was talking about that. Dottie. Yeah. I love you too. But you need to go eat your dinner.
Thought our guests would do so well.
Me. I knew I would do so well.
Get ready for a brain teaser like no other.
What the heck? Bruce, where are you? Where the... Okay, you stay here. There we go. Is there a specific ad we wanted to stop on? Like... What are we doing? Oh, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say we want them all on the same one. Okay, let's go with Hardly Dented. No, wait.
Looks like
Think,
a thief's
Thank,
trying to take
Thunk.
something that isn't theirs. Over.
Whoa. I actually, yep, I like Think, Thank, Thunk. We're doing that one. Gotta have my flakies from Dante's Foods. Yeehaw, partner. Any second now. There we go. Imagine it just closes like on my hand as I'm grabbing it because the filter changes again.
On being smarter than most.
Well, thank you. I think. Is that really the cache I was hearing? There isn't a closer one? Okay, there it is. Oh, see, that's a chest. Chests don't appear on the map. We just hear them. Yeah, it's not a collectible. You just get it for money. But, you know, it appears on my radar, and I don't like things on my radar. I wanted to clear my whole map, so. The one thing that is a collectible that is tracked, like, there's a certain amount, there's 50, is the back coins, and they don't appear on the map at all. You actually have to go find them. And that, I'm letting myself find them naturally for now, and then we're gonna see how many we find with a guide. But that's gonna be like the last thing I do. Make sure. I did my very best to find them on my own first. Because who knows, maybe I will. Maybe I'm that good. Alright, so let's see the hippie hop. I think some of the cachet puzzles are better than the Riddler puzzles.
Does this come with
said it.
instructions?
I said the blasphemy. Huh. Oh. Well, alright then. Next. Oh, for my my Assassin's Creed viewers, are you guys excited for the Black Flag remake? That's coming out, what, in a month? I know it comes out in July. I just don't remember the day. I want to say the 21st, but I could be totally wrong. I'm going to be pre-ordering it next week when the Steam Summer Sale starts. Because I'm going to pre-order it there, and then while I'm also there, I'm going to pick up some games from the sale. Just do one big purchase instead of just buying it later. As I don't remember... I don't know how to feel about the price. On one hand, it is them improving the game. You know, combat... They are changing a lot. They've added cutscenes. They've changed the combat. They've updated visuals. Removed, you know, bugs, features, stuff from the original game, while also probably adding in its own new wave of bugs. I guess this is a good topic of discussion. How do you guys feel about remakes that are priced the same, and if not more, than the original? Because on one hand, I feel like it heavily depends. What card does Jim have right now? I don't think I can do the race in a SWAT van personally. I'll get back to motorcycle. Because on one hand,
Loading up a training
I feel like if you're just...
It's a fun one.
Not to say... when did I give you a car? Oh, I guess I gave a car. I forgot I gave Catwoman a car. I thought she was still using the motorcycle. Okay, let's just see if I can do this in a car. I think it heavily depends on what they do and what changes are made. And not to say that a developer's work or programmer or anybody who works on a game, even if it's a remake or a remaster, that doesn't make their work any less significant just because it's a remake or just an update on the original. However, and not to say that I don't think they should be compensated for that work. It's just they're also working with a lot of bone and structure that was already there, you know? And I don't know cost and labor when it comes to stuff like that. Hopefully it's something I learn when I get into making my own video games one day, and I can kind of understand it. Damn it. More?
Up for a challenge?
I actually almost got that.
I'll get you started.
I hope it's something I understand a little bit more in the future, but from my perspective of games, like example for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I feel like they've made a decent amount of changes to kind of justify it being a decent price or the same price. However, I don't remember if it's $70, which is what AAA games are running right now. I don't think it would be worth that. Yes, the graphics have improved. Dang it.
All right. Just
The
let me boot
graphics have been
something up for
improved
you.
and they added a lot, but the thing is that it's not a new game. Like, I started the sentence with, that's what new games are running for, right? Like, new games are running for $70 right now. New AAA games. It's not a new AAA game. It's a remake of a game from how many years ago, you know? So it's, for me, again, I don't know the cost and labor of it all, but it just does not feel worth it. Like, they have to have significantly added so much more stuff. But the thing is that we know, correct me if I'm wrong, we know how much they've added. We know they've added new cutscenes and I believe a playable section with his wife Caroline. Edward, the main character, his wife Caroline. We know that it's been updated graphics. We know they updated the combat. But the thing is that I believe they just made the combat.
So I can record it for posterity.
The other thing with Assassin's Creed games is that they've updated the combat.
The training.
Thank you, Lucius. They've updated the combat, but it's the same. It's not new combat. Like, yes, they could have added new moves or new styles or new, like, animations for it, but the bone and structure for that is based off of other Assassin's Creed games. Like, it's not completely original. It's not like this is their first, like, remake or first, like, open world or first, like, changing up of the combat. Like, no, they're updating this game essentially to match the other games while also keeping the bone and structure of the original, you know? So it's like, okay, that's where I'm like so unsure of how I feel about the prices of remakes. I will do some quick little side thing just to show you guys really quickly an example. Life is Strange. So, oh, episode 1 of Life is Strange 2 is free, in case anybody wants to try that. Anywho, Life is Strange Remastered, $40. Life is Strange itself, because it is split into multiple episodes, it's not like a full game when it initially came out. First episode's free, but let's say for the sake of conversation, it's also $8. 8 times 4, what, 32? Wait, why does that not sound right? 16. Oh no, that is right. Okay, $32. Remaster, $40. Considering episode 1 is free, but even like making episode 1 $8 like the rest of them, that's not bad at all for a remaster. It's around the same price. And I believe, yeah, this also comes with Before the Storm. And apparently for $4 you can get a zombie crypt outfit. It's on my wishlist apparently, I didn't even know that. Remastered visuals, vaster improved character animation, updated and refined gameplay, puzzles, engine and lighting upgrades, include previously released deluxe content, Chloe and outfits, and farewell bonus episode. That is the DLC for Before the Storm. Chloe, choice and consequences driven story. Yeah, that's already the base of the game, right? $40 for the Life is Strange Remastered, and it comes with Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is the prequel to Life is Strange. Life is Strange Before the Storm, for anybody who is curious. Wait a minute. Oh, this is Life is Strange 2. I didn't even notice this. Wait, hold on. Life is Strange 1. Oh, jeez, Louisers. Before the Storm is $17. Episode 4 is $20. Episode 5 is $20. Each episode is $20. Yeah, this is a great price. This is $40. And each Life is Strange episode is $20. Granted, I love Life is Strange and I think it's a really great game. Holy shit, I did not know that it could be $20. Hold up, where's the original Life is Strange? Wait, how can you just buy the whole thing for $20? But you could buy each episode individually for $40. You know what? That's not the point. The point is, remaster's $40. You get Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm. I don't, you know what? This was a bad example. I'm really confused now. Why can I just buy episode 2 for $20? Oh, that's not what it is. It's telling you you'll go buy the whole thing. Okay, so the whole game is like $20. Okay, let's start the conversation over again. Life is Strange is $20. Life is Strange Before the Storm is... Where is it? Where is Before the Storm? Fudge is the original Before the Storm. Why did I do this? Why did they do this? Why is this how it's separated? Here we go. Before the Storm, $17. So $37. I was still somehow right. I said 32. Well, Life is Strange 2 is currently, I guess, $32. But episode 1 is free. Anywho, $34. And remaster is $40. So for a couple bucks more, you get both games and the DLC, because you don't get the DLC in Life is Strange Before the Storm. You gotta buy that separately, which is like $8, I believe. DLC deluxe upgrade. Okay, that doesn't really. It would normally be $24. Deluxe is $10. $10 upgrade. So this is one of my points of like, this is a good... I keep looking at Reunion because it's not on my thing. This is a good remaster. It's fairly priced. Okay, now let's look at Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And the good news is I could just put Black Flag and the two games will pop up and I could just look at the two of them. The original Black Flag, $40. Black Flag Resynced is $60. Okay, that makes my argument a little moot because it's only $20 more. However, looking at this... Oh, wait, but that's just the deluxe edition. There you go. That's $70 versus Black Flag does not have a deluxe edition. No, it has a gold edition. But you just automatically get the gold edition for $40. There's no, like, you can't just buy the game outright without anything else. So, $40 for the gold... $40 is the equivalent, right, to this, to the deluxe edition, which is $70. So it's $30 more. And what do we get in this $30 remake? Oh my gosh, that cutscene is so choppy. I'm sorry, did you see that? Okay, no, I think that. Mix of work in progress gameplay and in-game mechanics. There's no way you released this as your trailer. Why is this out for pre-order, but you're still using placeholder trailer? Oh no, that scares me. What? That's, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Anywho, so just to look on it, what we know so far, we know that they've greatly improved the graphics. We know they've brought back mechanics like social stealth, for example. Now looking at the people, I'm reminded about that. The underwater system has been completely reworked. His combat has been reworked. And we know they added new things because they talked about adding new things for his wife, Caroline. So, I will say this well, we also get a nice Crimson Blackbeard pre-order bonus. I guess I get that. Yippee. So, honestly, I think my whole conversation was kind of moot because I do think this is worth the price increase. Do I think it's worth a whole extra $30? It's hard to say because I don't know the cost and labor of... This goes back to, like, cost and labor. I don't know the whole cost and labor of, like, all the things they did to add to this game. Because you have to remember, this is still Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This is still a $40 game. Is Resynced worth $30 of... Is the upgrades worth $30? Or even just getting the basic bitch version, excuse me. Not to call anybody who gets a basic bitch. I was 50-50 on getting the deluxe edition. I probably will just to say it. I have it. But realistically, like, if you look at the deluxe edition, like, it's just skin stuff. So I might not. I'll get the pre-order bonus. But I don't know if I care for the rest of this. TBH. I'm trying to save money right now. So that's why I'm like, it's only $10 more, but... Anywho, back to my thing. I'm gonna let this guy up here talk about the game, but you guys can't hear him. I can't hear him either. Anyway, so I guess that's up to us, the audience, to determine for our own opinions if it's worth the extra $20. And $20 does not sound like a lot. But then the problem is that the second we start justifying and saying, oh yeah, I'm fine paying $20 more for this game, then they'll be like, oh, well, if you're fine with 20, then you're probably fine with 30. And if you're fine with 30, maybe you're fine with 35. And maybe you're fine with 40. It's only $10 more than the price you were fine with before. And it's like, that's where they start to get a little greedy with it. But I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying that Ubisoft's going to do that. I don't know how many. I actually have a couple remasters in my collection. Sorry, we're just going on a fucking tangent now, and I don't really care. In my skipped list, we can see... oh, here's an example. I guess BioShock is not a good example because I got BioShock, the original copy. I believe you get it for free when you just buy the BioShock Remastered. Yeah, so you buy BioShock and you get BioShock Remastered. You know, so it's one of those of like, it's so hard to justify. Like, here's Borderlands, right? But I have... Oh. At the request of the publisher, Borderlands Game of the Year is unlisted on Steam. Well, it's on my skipped thing because now we have Borderlands Game of the Year Enhanced. And it's been unlisted, so you can only buy this version. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really... I feel like I had a point and I lost it when I started doing research. And that tends to happen. Death Stranding is a good example. So check it out. Death Stranding is no longer available on Steam. Okay, for context, hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. Director's Cut upgrade. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. So they just removed Death Stranding and like now they just only have the Director's Cut. Well, fun fact, if you already had the Director's Cut, or if you already had the game, you just got a $10. So wait, I don't know how much the game was before then. This is a bad... Guys, I swear there was a point to this. I'm not sure. Lego Harry Potter. Can I use this as an example? Okay, it's $20. Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4 is $20. Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7 should also be $20. Okay, right? So now we have Lego Harry Potter collection. I'm starting to think that maybe these are fairly priced and I might have just been... Yeah, see, the collection is $40, and it's just a remaster of the original games, and it's in a bundle, so you don't have to have the two games separately. Yes, I bought it. Shut up. I bought these games before this came out. And then I'm just gonna play these, and then... The collection also comes with Steam achievements, guys. Look at this. 84 Steam achievements. Alright, I'm gonna just stop with this point now, because I feel like the more research I do... I think I was just, for some reason, thought that the game... In my head, don't look at that. In my head, the new Assassin's Creed game was $70, and then the deluxe edition was $80. So in my head, I was freaking out thinking, is this really worth that much more than the original? But the original was $40. I bought it during a Steam summer sale, or a Steam sale, so that doesn't really affect me that much of comparing it price-wise. But I'm just trying to think about it for people who, like, for games that have a significant jump in price. Huh? But I guess none of my examples, no, not I guess, none of my examples fit the point I was trying to make, so I don't know. I guess I'm fine with remasters being the same price as the original. And even, like, looking at what they did for the remasters, they tend to, like, bundle previous games or bundle it with other games. And it's the same price together, or maybe a little bit more expensive, but you have that bundle. So it kind of justifies it. Like, Life is Strange is a good example, because it's $40 for the remaster, but you get both games and the DLC. And if you put both games together with the Before the Storm DLC, then it costs more than the bundle itself. So, or the remaster itself.
I hope your brain won't overheat with this little puzzle.
So yeah, that's just my point is kind of moot. But I did still learn something, and that the new Assassin's Creed game is in fact not base game $70. So from my opinion, I think what I've decided officially. Oh well, that was easy. Wait, I didn't see what the top one was. Oh well, that was. But I could just do this. I don't even need the fudging hints. Oh, Riddler, that was sad. Anywho.
Congratulations! You have an average IQ.
I think based off all this yapping, I think I've officially... I mean, you're allowed to change your mind and stuff, but I think what the conclusion I've come to is a remaster with updated graphics, I think is fine being the same price as the original, and maybe a little bit more, like $10 to $15 more, because it is a lot of work. I got a new vehicle, nice. There is, you know, work. Again, that just goes back to labor and cost. There is, like, people working on it. They are working on something that's already been made, and they're just updating it. But that update isn't just, oh, let me go update, like, my Windows computer and restart, and then boom, this game looks super good now.
You'll fail one of my tests.
Obviously, we know that's not how it works, so... Oh. I think we need to all have them all even. Or something. Anywho.
Huh?
Oh, you don't have a valve. Well, let's go find that. I picked the right character. My boy Jim, never mind, the valve's right there. I was ready to start breaking everything around here. But for a game like Assassin's Creed Black Flag that it's adding new content, and on top of that, we're also getting a remaster with the graphics, then I will sit here and say... Well, when I play it, I can officially say it, but I think I'm comfortable sitting and saying that, yeah, it probably is worth the price increase because we're getting new content as well as updated old content.
My little test of wit?
I think if it's updated old content, while it's nice for the players, and it's nice for us to get, like, a better visual of what the original developers had imagined, that's also a choice. You know, we love these games, and I genuinely only think a remaster... I genuinely only think that a remaster has to be made, or needs to be made, if the game came out at a time where the developers were, like, low on budget, low on staff, low on time. You know, if they were under crunch by companies, big boy companies, because we know who likes to put their people on a crunch. Fudging. Who was the I mean, technically Ubisoft did that because they were crunching out a new Assassin's Creed game every year, you know, and they cut corners, and it cost, you know, players things with certain games, like me with. Well, Unity, they didn't cut. Well, okay. You know what? Let's not start on that. Anywho, so I think in a scenario like that, you know, years later, if you want to go and remaster the game because now you can make it look how you want to, yeah, I say go for it. But if you're remastering a game just for the nostalgia bait of it, or like, for example, Life is Strange remastered their games, I believe it was for the 10th anniversary. That's fine. 10 years later, you know how crazy, like, graphics have changed in the last 10 years? Go for it. But also, the original look of the game is kind of classic, so you didn't have to do that. If you wanted to do that for the players of, like, giving them a better visual experience 10 years later, okay, fine. Don't mark up the price. The price is actually the same. It's actually technically cheaper, if you do the math, right? Cheaper, same price, around the same price. Regardless, I think that one's good. Black Flag is adding a lot to it, to the original game, so I guess time will only tell if it's worth the price increase, but they also didn't have to do that because of all the Assassin's Creed games to remaster, do you know which one fans have been asking for the most? The original Assassin's Creed with Altair. Why they remastered Black Flag first, I have no idea. Well, not even first, because I believe it's not the first Assassin's Creed game to even get, like, updated like this. I believe Assassin's Creed 3 has a remaster. I don't remember. Regardless, why? You know, nobody asks, not nobody, but like, it's not the majority of people wanting a Black Flag remaster. Yes, people wanted a Black Flag remaster. People want a remaster of like all the original, like all the older games before Black Flag as well. But I just don't understand why they started with that one. And they didn't have to. They wanted to, and it is what it is. But if you're remastering your games for nostalgia bait and just for the money because you know people will buy it, scummy, and I don't think you should be raising the prices because you put yourself in that labor when you could be using that cost and labor. Everything goes back to cost and labor. You could be using that towards something else. I'm gonna do this last. I do apologize.
Help myself to whatever I find.
Shut up. I do apologize for yapping so much about this. I'm gonna let it go for the rest of the stream just because I also saw the stream time. We're gonna go ahead and do this area, and then that's where I'll end it for today.
Hey, you think I got... Hey! You're Catwoman.
Well, that didn't work how I wanted it to.
Give us a break.
Batman. I haven't upgraded Catwoman. Oh, these are batarangs. Regardless of everything I just said, I am excited to play Black Flag again, especially, to be honest, the thing that excites me the most, and it probably sounds silly, but is the stuff with Caroline, the stuff with his wife. You know, what happened with his wife and, like, his relationship with his wife was relegated to, like, flashbacks and stuff. And I was okay with that at the time, but knowing that there's new content about their relationship and more about how their marriage went, that adds to the story, and it adds to why we already know why he wanted to be a pirate and why he wanted to go live out on the seas, but it also adds on top of that, and I love something that adds to the lore and adds to the story. So take that. Yeah. Oh, we need two. Where's the other one? So I'm excited to explore that. And I am excited to see the new graphics. And I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, so is that Nightwing's costume? Oh no, it's just his knights. Oh, well that didn't work how I wanted it to. I mean, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. How do I keep doing this? There we go. Anywho, that didn't go how I wanted it to. I mean, I'm glad to know that the cat attack works, but that's not what I meant to do. I was hoping it would take him out, and instead it just kind of distracted him, and now he's just here. Anywho, I can push buttons. Goodbye. pushed a button. What did that button do? Yeah,
Oh, rats. Looks like Ratcatcher's trying to move in on my score.
Oh, that's a nice little... Oh, could you also just blow up this wall? If you didn't want to do that part with Catwoman, could you have just... You could have just blown up this wall. I like that. I like that we have both options. Nikki, thank you for the hydrate. Did I ever do that hydrate? You know, I'm doing it. Always good to stay hydrated. Yeah, regardless of the whole tangent, I am excited to play the new Black Flag. I'm not, like, a hardcore, die-hard fan of Black Flag. It's not my favorite of the Assassin's Creed games. I enjoyed it a lot, which is, again, one of the reasons...
This might not be hidden treasure, but it'll do.
Which is, again, one thing. Yeah, I pressed B by accident. One of the reasons I'm excited for it. And, you know, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna share my opinion, and we will see how it goes. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm so confused. Yeah, I know, this is that. I know. Oh. I will give Falcone this. It's very intricate. Oh, right. Which side up? Blue dot, top left. Got it. Bingo. Other key card.
What?
In case you guys were wondering, the cats can play on the cat tree. Now I go back through the exploded wall. And boom. Now we finally get the treasure question mark. We gotta hack the safe. Forgot about that. Crack, not hack. Two different things. This is the other reason why I also like doing my little tangents live, because for two things. For two reasons. One, because I like to get...
always get a professional.
Sorry, this is just the dialogue. I might turn it down. Like, I'm happy with the volume, but I can't talk over them. Like, because I feel like it's too loud. I also feel like it's too much noise. Anywho. So... Two reasons I like having my little tangents live, especially ones when I'm wrong, is one, or when I prove myself wrong. One, feedback from chat. I love hearing other people's opinions because it offers a new perspective and it offers an insight that I might not have thought of before. And two, it also just like, this happens with like my partner all the time and with my friends of like, I'll think something and then I'll start explaining my logic out loud or I'll start talking about it. I'm yapping, so we're just gonna go get one more thing. Actually, hold on. I might not immediately end it now. Okay.
Right away.
I'll be so for real. Tonight's my date night, but my boyfriend like just got home from work maybe an hour ago, and he's not gonna want to immediately hang out. So I'm like, hey, just text me when you want to hang out. I'm gonna keep streaming. So when he texts me back is when I'll end stream. I'll be so for real. Because I'm not gonna do anything if I'm just gonna wait around for him. Like I could go edit, but I want to stream. I want to keep yapping. But the right. So the secondary reason is also because when and it happens like outside of streaming too, when I start talking out loud, when I'm thinking in my head, I go through a couple different scenarios or I go through a couple different reasonings and it makes sense. But then for some reason when I say it out loud, I'm like, hold on, but what about X, Y, and Z? Or what about this, this, and this? So. Oh, well that was rude. Anyway. So that's, whatchamacallit. That's one of the reasons I like yapping on stream a lot, for just feedback from people I don't know. Because not knowing you guys... Yeah, place that. Really offers an outside opinion. And then, Batman, why did you come in here too when the door closes? Because now we both gotta deal with this.
Huh?
There's a couple people in my chat that I know personally, but I don't know all of you personally, obviously. So it gives that opportunity, and then it's also just talking out loud. It just goes back to... Oh, come on. Broke some. Anyways, and it all just goes back to me realizing things out loud versus in my head. Because, like I said, in my head, for some reason, I thought the the Black Flag thing was, like, $80. I thought it was 70, and then the deluxe edition was 80 or 90. I'm glad that the deluxe edition is only $10 more. I also just dislike that the deluxe... I don't know how to feel... I gotta restart this. I guess here's another opinion that kind of goes back into more deluxe edition questions, or DLC questions. How do you guys feel about deluxe edition of games, but it's just... God damn it. But it's just like skins?
Initializing AR field.
Because on one hand, it's essentially just... Because I feel like it's so baity. I don't know how to explain it. Like, on one hand, they could just advertise it as DLC for the game of like, hey, you could get these skins. You pay $10 and you get these skins. But they frame it as, no, guys, this is the deluxe edition of the game. This version is better than the original. And then when you look into why, it's just skins. It's a costume for Edward, some new weapons. Wait, damn it. A skin for the Jackdaw, you know, so it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't like how, and it's definitely for advertising, and like, that's very clear, or it seems very clear to me that that's the only reason, because why else did it not grab that first one? God damn it.
Let's see here. I think this one will do.
Where the fuck am I? Trial fail. I restarted the trial. How the fuck did I fail? How do I manage to find these bugs? How is it me?
Relax. It's a fun one.
Thank you, Lucius. Yeah, I don't personally like when games structure like really cheap ass. No, not cheap ass. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like, I say cheap ass as in like, it feels like just a cop-out. Like you're calling it a deluxe edition of the game. Like it's the ultimate version of like, this is how you should play the game. This is the best way to play the game. And it's just an extra skin. I don't remember Edward's outfits giving stats in Black Flag, so unless his outfits do that now, that's all it is. It's just a skin. Hold on, I'm focusing because this is like, yeah, with 10 seconds.
You know me. Nothing I love more than a statistically anomalous time trial to study.
Okay, I'm gonna let him glide for a second because I got a text message. chat. I am ready to end stream. I got my text message. But just to wrap up that thought, I don't know. I personally don't like cosmetics being pushed into a deluxe edition of a game, and then instead of just being like, hey, we have this DLC, you want to pay $10, you can get these skins. Because it's not that big a deal. It's not. If it's just skins, it's really not that big a deal. But putting something as a throwing the skins into the deluxe edition of the game and being like, guys, deluxe edition. I don't know. It's very marketing.
Here we are.
And I know that's exactly what it's being used for, and that's exactly what it is. And I don't like it. I'm not saying that me not liking it is going to automatically change the industry or anything like that, but it would just be nice if we could see less of that, I guess is my opinion. Less advertisement of, oh, this is the best version of the game you could play, versus, hey, we made some extra stuff for the game that we didn't put into the base game. Yeah, I did finish upgrading Gordon. That we didn't put into the base game. You could pay $10 more for it. If not, no biggie. Doesn't impact your gameplay at all. I feel like... I didn't read any of this. I feel like if we were buying a deluxe edition of a game, it should add more to the game than cosmetic items. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That being said, I did buy the deluxe edition of this game, but would you like to know why? Because if you buy the deluxe edition of this game, it automatically comes with the... oh, I can hear the game in the background. I was like, what? We will get... Where is this? There you go. Mayhem Collection is a separate post-launch DLC releasing September 18th and will be included in the LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight Deluxe Edition upgrade. So, because I got the Deluxe Edition, I now will have that DLC. So it's not just for the skins, because yes, absolutely. Look at this. The Legacy Collection just includes the Arkham Trilogy skins, Batman Beyond, the party music, we get Batmobiles, party suits for each character, new Batcave props. Like, this adds like cosmetic items. So if you don't want all of this but do want the Mayhem Collection, like the DLC, you don't have to buy the Deluxe Edition upgrade. You can just buy the DLC. But getting the Deluxe Edition upgrade, you get the DLC and skins. So there, I'm like, okay, that's worth calling it a Deluxe Edition because you're getting more than just cosmetics. Yes, at the moment it's just cosmetics, but it does say there that you can even just buy the DLC separately if you want to. So, I guess that's a good example. This game kind of has a good example. I'm going to read these really fast because I bought the upgrades and didn't say anything. Power Whip increases the strength of the whip, allowing larger enemies to be spun and increasing the length of time that smaller enemies will spin for. I like that. Knock On allows spinning enemies to knock other enemies into a spin. Oh my god. She turns everyone into freaking Beyblades. Focus Spin allows Catwoman to send an enemy spinning extra fast, bouncing from enemy to enemy in a frenzy. Dude, Catwoman is the ultimate Beyblade user. I'm skipping Robin upgrades for now. I would much rather upgrade literally anyone else. Batgirl Weapon Hack. These hackerangs can cause enemy weapons to fail and backfire. Then we got Security Bypass. These hackerangs can bypass digital security. Stun Spread. These hackerangs emit a small concussive blast on contact with the target, making it easier to stun multiple enemies at once. And last one I can get, Battle Station. Allows Batgirl's drone to transform into a battle station that will target any nearby enemies. Boom. And after that, we got Nightwing and Talia, and then we're done. I mean, we still gotta do Joker and Harley. I'm assuming they'll have their own upgrades, but I actually have no idea. Alright, I'm calling it there for today. I'm gonna go harass my Pookie. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, or time zone it is for you. And I'll see you tomorrow for more LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. And hopefully I have a couple less tangents tomorrow. But until then, bye!